Alright, physicists, we're going to start with a question. What's heavier, a kilo of bricks or a kilo of feathers? Don't answer it now. Bring that answer to class tomorrow. Okay, so density. That's what we're talking about today. Density is a measure of how tightly packed particles are together. So they're packed in together, how tightly they are. So very quickly, a solid, which all the particles are really packed in tightly, that's very dense. A gas, where they're not packed in very tightly at all, that's less dense. Okay. It is a measure, so it's not something we measure, that is the amount of matter or stuff per unit of volume. Sounds tricky, we'll get to it in a second. It will sound less scary in a minute. Heaviness is density. Okay, so when we say something's heavy, we say that it's very dense. Heaviness is not mass, it's not weight. Heaviness is a measure of density. So therefore, the amount of matter, which we measure in grams, per unit of volume, which we measure in centimeters cubed. Now, mass, that's the amount of matter in an object, grams. Volume is the space that it takes up, and that's measured in centimeters cubed. Quick note, 1 centimeter cubed equals 1 mil. You're used to these numbers. You're used to these numbers anyway, mil. So if a bottle is 600 mils, it's 600 centimeters cubed. Now, all matter has mass and volume. We've talked about this, we know this. But therefore, if all matter has mass and volume, because density is just these two, all matter has density. Okay? Now, the next little bit is how to work out the volume of a cube. If you already know that, you can skip, I don't know, a minute and a half ahead, something like that. So if you already know that, you can skip a little bit, just watch the video. You'll see you don't have to write anything down if you already know it. But volume is length times breadth times height. As we see here. So, these are just a couple of examples, very quick. So, this cube here is 1 centimeter by 1 centimeter by 1 centimeter. So the volume is length times breadth times height, which is 1 centimeter times 1 centimeter times 1 centimeter. Total volume, 1 centimeter cubed. Alright. Cube 2 is 2 by 2 by 2. So that means it's 2 centimeters by 2 centimeters. That's 4 centimeters times 2, which is 8 centimeters. So 2 by 2 by 2, 8 centimeters cubed. Alright, we're back. So everyone needs to be paying attention from here on. So density calculations. How do we work it out? Density equals the mass of an object divided by the volume. Okay, so it's mass per unit of volume. So mass divided, per means divided by. Mass per volume. Which means the symbol for density is D, and the unit is grams per centimeter cubed. Grams divided by centimeter cubed. So the density of block B. This is just a quick example, and then we'll do some of these in class. Alright. The mass is 75 grams. We've weighed that. We've measured it, 75 grams. The volume, which we've done over here, 2 by 2 by 2, is 8 centimeters cubed. This is really straightforward if you remember this formula. So density is 75 grams divided by 8 centimeters cubed, which gives us 9.375 grams per centimeter cubed. Now, just quickly, every single pure substance, so if you freeze water and it's just water, or if you have liquid water and it's just water, there's nothing else in it, has a specific density which can be used to identify. So if you have a pure substance, you can work out its density and you can identify it by that alone. And that will tell you exactly what it is. Alright, top work. There's a lot there to take in. This is the important part, and the previous page, hopefully you already know this. But if you don't, that's cool, blame your maths teachers, it's not your fault. That's the next step. Okay, so see you in class.